good. You cooled off? Hi friends. So a lot has happened and I haven't really documented. It's been a whirlwind of a few days. Chalupa's behind me. And so is my camper. I made it to Kentucky where I'm visiting with my families and I'm taking care of a few doctor's appointments. So I'm setting up in my home, my other home. Today the dogs are back with my parents and I am here in southern Indiana on a YouTube meetup with a bunch of my friends. I am full-blown allergy central here and my eyes are puffy, they itch, my nose is running, but we slept in the 4Runner last night and there's a horse corral right there and that's pretty cool. But anyways, I'm just waiting for everybody to get up and then we're gonna make some breakfast and maybe go find something to do. It is supposed to rain all day today, but that's not going to stop us from having a grand old time.
If you promise not to bug me, I won't bug you.
We're getting everything set up.
Don't mind me, this will be on for dear life.
You did so good.
Out of the car. It's because the top's back. Usually just glides on over the top.
Go that way.
Yeah. Cool little home.
Now we gotta go back.
Alright.
Woohoo! That was a little touch and go there. We weren't sure if we were gonna make that one.
Oh, I had faith.
You had
You know who's behind the wheel?
this man right here.
We got a professional. This is a good one.
What's up, my friends? I thought I'd go ahead and take you with me to the tailwater to do some paddleboarding, and why not talk about what I've done to the 4Runner. So first, let's talk about the skid plates. I decided to get everything under there that I could get covered just to give me a peace of mind, because this is my daily driver and it's also my play toy. So I went with RCI across the board. So I've got a front skid plate, I have the transfer case skid plate, a fuel tank skid plate, the A-arm skid, and the rear differential. So my front bumper, I tossed and turned on which bumper I wanted to get. I landed on the Lil B's hybrid front bumper. It's got the full height bar and it's powder coated, and I went with this one for a few reasons, not necessarily just cost, but I liked the overall low profile beefy look to it. It was also a decent weight considering the front bumper is not light. In addition to the bumper, I added a Smitty built 10K winch. It's got the synthetic rope, and I've taken a class on how to use it, so I feel pretty good about using it, but I'm definitely going to be taking some off-road recovery classes just to vamp up my knowledge and just be more confident with my recovery gear that I have. In addition to the winch, I added Baja Design lights to the bumper to give it more fog light and just more light in general. Plus it looks cool. And I decided, because I got the light bar, I've got my ditch lights, and I have the Baja Designs in the bumper, I'd go ahead and buy a Switch Pro. So I bought a Switch Pro 8-switch power panel, and that seems to be working pretty cool. It has a mind of its own though. Sometimes it goes a little haywire, so I have to learn how to use that thing, but overall it's worked out pretty good. And then last but not least, I got an ARB Safari snorkel for the 4Runner. The snorkel is not necessarily just for swimming, because I don't really plan to do too much hardcore river crossings or anything, but it's also just to have a better airflow down in there, so it's kind of a multi-use. So those are the most recent upgrades I've done to the 4Runner. Now I have taken the tent off, and I remounted the solar panel to the Prinsu roof rack that I have, and I'm going to be putting my cargo boxes back on there. I have Roam cargo boxes, and I'll have my recovery gear in one and my off-season gear in the other. You know, I've been living in the 4Runner full-time since September of last year, and I've survived a full winter in it, and I did not go south for the winter until towards the end of it. So I was in snow, cold weather. I did have an 8-person detachable tent that I would set up, you know, just to give me a little bit more space, but that lasted only a few months. It just was not practical for the dogs and I. That's kind of the latest with my updates. I am back in Kentucky for a period of time doing the build, spending some time with family before I head back out west. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the paddleboard off and hit the water. Well, that was a bummer. Paddleboard didn't have enough air, whether it has a hole or it didn't, because I filled it up with the air compressor and it would not fill up anymore, so it must have a hole in it. So that sucks. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but maybe I'll go for a bike ride. So far, I think it's 93 degrees outside. I had to park as far away from the freaking boat ramp as possible, but we're going on the water. I'm getting picked up, and I'm glad there's a breeze, because it's Daddy are coming to get me.
Pearl, y'all. Look at that. White bass. Hey.
You want me to take a picture? That's storm came out of nowhere. At least we got off the water. But I did park in Egypt, so I've got a long walk in the rain. Made it!
Alright, so we've been making like 5 trips to Lowe's. We went to Lowe's to get 2x2s, but every single piece of wood that they had was molded. We're in Greensburg right now trying to see if they have anything. Worst case scenario, we gotta go to Louisville, but that's where all the good restaurants are, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Because I'm a rebel. That's why. Mis padres. Mi madre borrows my helmet. I use my snowboarding helmet. Alright, so we've done a lot of work inside. I've got the platform reconfigured. I'm really excited about how it's all turned out, so it's looking pretty good. I just need to refloor it because I did lose a few pieces of flooring during the transition.
I'm building out the platform for the 4Runner.